Number two never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna call my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, gotta know juice, stay in the drought, yeah. I buy like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me, yeah. I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve, yeah. That's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that split, did that drill, yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Reaching my goals, I do not feel ashamed. I'm a dog, I'm a beast, and I cannot be tamed. I don't do it for fame, it's the love for the game. I go in like I'm trained. I'm prepared for the rain, they amazed. I ain't break from the sticks and stones they threw. Anything that you can do, I can do it better than you. No matter what I do, achieve, still got something to prove. I spent the check on the diamond cross, but still ain't paid my dues. Gotta be number one, number two never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna call my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, gotta know juice, stay in the drought, yeah. I buy like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me, yeah. I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve, yeah. That's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that split, did that drill, yeah, champion, yeah, we here.
And we're about 5 miles northwest of downtown Tampa at beautiful Raymond James Stadium near Florida's Gulf Coast. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New Orleans Saints and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The final playoff push is upon us. It's week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. First down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. On play action, it's Garoppolo. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And that will be incomplete. Now, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Fielded just inside the 30. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the Buccaneer offense will be set up well as they take over. They fake the give. Newton. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Chris Godwin, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bucs have taken a first-quarter lead. Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stuff it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. To throw, it's Garoppolo. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Trey Hendrickson. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
And it's 3rd down.
So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? Working from the gun, Garoppolo. He's going to float this one deep right side. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick 6, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they gave up the pick 6. And now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up. But you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. Out of the backfield. That's complete to Kamara. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It's a first down on a gain of 10. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now they'll toss it out right to Kamara. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And I don't think Kamara got there. Looks like they stopped him short. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They get a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Bucs are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Play action. It's Newton. That's complete to his running back, Evans. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Now Leonard Fournette. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Now after the loss, they come up 2nd and 11 from the 19-yard line. From the gun, here's Newton. A pass underneath for Fournette. And that, not a sight you want to see. Leonard Fournette very slow to get up. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. And for the Saints here on third down, an extra defensive back on the field. Out of the gun, Newton. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
It's fourth down.
So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. Deontay Harris deep for New Orleans. Pulled in at the 24. The danger of a punt that good, a 16-yard return. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10.
39-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They've been outplayed early, no question, down 14-0 already as they come up first and 10. They begin on the ground with Kamara, and he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43.
The ball carrier.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Check it back.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Saints, nothing.
Second and 6. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it, and they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Now a first down carry by Jones. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. A shotgun snap for Newton. They're going for Howard, but the pass intercepted. Picked up by Nikel Roby-Coleman. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
Well, they're watching the film, and it's working. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. First throw now for the backup, Allen. And a big loss is here as he's taken down. Trey Hendrickson able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Looking long for Thomas. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Well, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
On first down, Jones. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chatter right now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. From the 45 on 2nd down, Newton. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 36. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Jones. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
To the ball carrier.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Newton. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
4-yard line.
Now a play fake, and it's Newton. Rolling to his right. Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
He's crossing. 20.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Newton. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during a night. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones, his second touchdown on the season, as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead.
Offensive line coaches always tell their guys, if we score touchdowns, that means we got to the end zone first. That's exactly what those blockers did, clearing the way for their back.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3 and out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
On 2nd and 7, Garoppolo buying time to his left. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking.
Here we go.
They'll run. This is Kamara. And he'll be pulled down as a penalty flag will rein in as well, and that would appear to be a face mask. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Garoppolo looks to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. To throw again, Allen. Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Picked off by Levante David. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out. 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. Now following the interception, here's Newton. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 24. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. yards to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. 8 yards on the run, and that cuts this down to a 3rd and about 5.
A gain of 8 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Running with Kamara. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. They're standing by as Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made to fit. Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. From the gun, Newton. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's a gain of 35.
It doesn't look like this defense found the magic elixir at halftime. This offense was rolling in the first half, and that's continued here in the third quarter. Another big play right there.
They'll run on 1st down. Jones. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. That kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
Escaping the pressure right, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
3rd and 2, Newton. It's Gronkowski. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 12-yard line. Now we've got whistles, and the man slow to get up here is Jones. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Newton throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards. From the 4, it's 2nd and a couple. From the gun, Newton. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Chris Godwin with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead.
For the extra point.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it is 28-0.
Sometimes I need a check, not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. Your chain, name, how about your respect?
Mike Badgley set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Their drive started. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch.
And he's got it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
Michael Badgley lining up for the extra point.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. good, and the lead will swell by one more. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
54. All day, baby, all day. Right there. 54. Right there. 54 miles. Slam. Hey, alert 3.
They run it again with Kamara. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And it's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it, and it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Buccaneers. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that will extend this big lead.
Michael Badgley set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
25-yard line. 2 yards on the play. First down, Saints.
Here's Garoppolo to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Robertson. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Throwing now is Garoppolo. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
On 3rd down, Weston. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on third down.
And the Saints first down.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go. 180. Mike 45. Go on. Come on, D. Check 31. Check 31. Kill. No.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. It was Ryan Glasgow who got him down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. The tight end Cameron Brate was the target, and it's third down.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Garoppolo. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down. Here's Logan Cook now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Buccaneers will take over at the 20. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I both enjoy.
We share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones, and it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it #1 for what we've seen this season.
That one good for 33 and a first. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his O-line and just went.
So there's 2 ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
5-yard line.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to be met at about the 43. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from walking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era. We think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
On 1st down, it's Logan. He'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away. They run again with Logan. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
Watch the slant. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Check, 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 check.
This is the rookie from Vanderbilt, Keyshawn Vaughn. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
4th down.
Ready? Look at it. 29. We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go. 29 is Mike. Mike 29. You don't want none of that. Get it. Pick up the ball.
And on 4th down, they come up and take the knee. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of them. That's just who they are.
Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's get it.
And they will take a knee here.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Today's final score.
So time has run out on what will be a Tampa Bay victory. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one, and that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, up a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory.